Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And I'll leave a link to this original post in the description so you guys could check it out. This post was over on Reddit. This is another example of T-Mobile's coverage expansion, right? They're very serious about it. Now, as I've said in my prediction video, I predict that T-Mobile will close the coverage gap to Verizon and AT&T. Slowly but gradually, they're getting there. They have more work to do, but they're deploying the sites. In the smallest of smallest areas, they're deploying new sites. So there's 3 posts here. So here at the top is AT&T, and then down below is T-Mobile. And there you have another shot. So N41 didn't make it to this site, but it's coverage expansion. There's coverage there, right? This is in Owanka/Vicksville. Hope I said that right. South Dakota. And then I think there's another one in Wasta, South Dakota. Population size, I checked Wasta is like 55 people, and the Owanka is like 17 people. At least what it showed online. I didn't do like extensive research, but that was the population count. So this is the smallest of smallest areas of a scenario or example that you can use to say, hey, T-Mobile is serious about deploying sites. They could have easily let Starlink fill this in. It's 17 people, but they decided to deploy sites anyway. And I was sent an email last night. There's plenty more sites coming to South Dakota. Plenty more. But with that said, even with plenty more sites coming, there's plenty more needed. But with confidence, I was told they're expecting more of the sites that are needed to be filed in 2025, which, you guessed it, closes the coverage gap further. That's all T-Mobile needs. All T-Mobile needs to do is close the coverage gap further. And the biggest problem for AT&T and Verizon is T-Mobile doing so, because T-Mobile is a growth company, right? The strength of Verizon and AT&T has always been the coverage advantage. So as T-Mobile continued to grow and those people saw that the network didn't stack up, slowly, gradually, they started moving back to AT&T and Verizon where they knew the coverage was good. But now as T-Mobile is closing that coverage gap, right, in return, it's going to lower the churn, and less of those people that are now switching are going to return back to Verizon and AT&T for that coverage purpose, because T-Mobile is starting to close that gap. They still have a ways to go, right? For those of you who are going to jump in the comments right away, they still have a ways to go. I still put a 12 to 18 month time frame on it. But I'm hearing they're deploying in the tribal lands, right? This is specific to the border of New Mexico, and I think it's New Mexico, Colorado, and Arizona. I think right there at that border, they're deploying new sites, brand spanking new sites, right? It's literally in the POR tool that T-Mobile has. So those sites are already funded. They just have to deploy them. It's happening. It's literally happening right in front of our eyes. Not today. They're not there today, but in the future, we will have discussions. I will be making videos where the T-Mobile coverage gap is essentially close to the competition, right? If there is maybe 100 to 50,000 square miles of a gap, I mean, that's essentially closed in my view, right? We're talking about a company that used to be like 500,000 plus square miles behind the competition. Like it was in some cases, right at the very beginning, we're talking like 1 million plus square miles they were behind AT&T and Verizon. So it took them well north of a decade to get to where they are today. So it's different, right? We're just pointing it out, showing you in the post. I'll leave two links in the description so you guys can check it out. The sites are being built, even in very, very small areas, very rural. This is population of 17 and 55. This is very rural. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Let me know if you've seen something similar in your area. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.